Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the nitty-gritty of company reports to see if the real story is in the fine print, and sometimes the fine print has to clarify itself. Today we're looking at Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions Incorporated, or ATX Incorporated as they're more commonly known. They filed a current report, a Form 8K, and it seems like they're trying to clear up some confusion about their news announcements. So what is the big deal? Well, this report from the 5th of December 2025 essentially tells us that AITX Incorporated is issuing a press release. Nothing super dramatic in the filing itself, but the press release they are attaching, Exhibit 99.1, is what is really the focus here. This part of the filing, Item 8.01, is where they tell us about other events that are happening that investors should know about. In this case, the main event is that press release. They state clearly that on the 5th of December 2025, they were issuing a press release titled, "The AITX reaffirms strong disclosure practices and clarifies how its corporate news is distributed." Think of this as the company saying, hey, we're going to put out some important news and we want to make sure everyone knows where to get it and that we're doing things the right way. Now, the actual content of that press release isn't directly in this 8K form, but the filing makes it clear that the press release is considered an exhibit, and usually these kinds of announcements are meant to reassure investors. They might be clarifying how they communicate important company updates, like financial results, new product launches, or strategic partnerships. It is like they're saying, don't worry, when we have news, you'll hear it directly from us through the proper channels. This is important because sometimes companies can be a bit unclear, or news can get misinterpreted, and this filing seems to be an effort to prevent that. The rest of this filing is mostly standard paperwork for a company reporting to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the CC for instance. You see here the cover page information, then the details about the company's incorporation and its US tax identification. They also list out the stock exchange information if any securities are registered, though in this case it says NIR. Meaning no specific stock is listed here on a major exchange, which is a bit curious for a company that is issuing press releases and filing with the SEC. There are also these checkboxes, and you can see they're not checked. These relate to specific types of communications companies might send out, like if they were making special announcements related to their stock or mergers. The fact that they are not checked just reinforces that this is a straightforward announcement about how they distribute their news. They also mention that when they use terms like we or are in this report, it refers to Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions Incorporated and its subsidiaries. It is a way to ensure clarity on who is speaking. Looking deeper and thinking about what this means beyond just the official wording, companies in the technology sector, especially those involved with artificial intelligence, often face higher scrutiny regarding their communications. Investors want to be sure they're getting accurate, timely, and unbiased information. When a company feels the need to issue a report specifically to clarify its disclosure practices, it suggests there might have been some confusion or perhaps even rumors circulating. It's AITX Incorporated's way of reinforcing their commitment to transparency. They want to build trust and ensure their investors and the market understand the facts. For AITX Incorporated, a company operating in the fast-paced artificial intelligence field, clear communication is absolutely crucial. Missteps in disclosing information can lead to significant stock price volatility and damage investor confidence. By reaffirming their strong disclosure practices, they are essentially trying to solidify their reputation as a reliable source of company news. It's a proactive step to control the narrative and assure stakeholders that they are grounded and follow established protocols for public announcements. Now, what does this tell us about ATX Incorporated's direction and potential risks or opportunities? On the positive side, a company that prioritizes clear disclosure is generally a sign of good corporate governance. It suggests they are aware of the importance of investor relations and are taking steps to manage public perception. The opportunity here is that by establishing a clear communication channel, they can better highlight their technological advancements and business successes, potentially attracting more investment and partnerships. However, the very act of issuing this report also hints at a potential underlying challenge. Why the need to clarify? It could mean they've experienced issues in the past with how their news was disseminated or perceived. The risk is that such clarification might not be enough to completely quell any existing doubts or misunderstandings in the market. Investors might still be looking for more substance beyond the reassurance of better disclosure practices, such as concrete financial performance metrics or tangible market traction. In conclusion, this Form 8K filing from ATX Incorporated, while seemingly procedural, is an important signal about their focus on transparent communication. It's a move to control the flow of information and reinforce investor trust, especially critical in the competitive AI landscape. While it doesn't reveal specific financial figures, the emphasis on clear disclosure is a positive sign for managing expectations and building a reliable brand image. Alright, that is our breakdown of AITX Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think clarifying disclosure practices is enough for a tech company? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more discussions and to connect with fellow investors. Thanks for watching. See you next time.